While auto companies around the world were racing to develop electric vehicles, Toyota took a step that has shaken the entire EV market. In 2025, Toyota introduced its new fifth-generation hybrid engine, which the company claims is the most fuel-efficient and lowest-emission engine ever. Reports indicate that this engine is approximately 12% more fuel-efficient than older hybrid models and has improved power output. Imagine, while other companies are focusing solely on battery-powered cars and grappling with charging infrastructure, Toyota launched an engine that runs on both petrol and electric power, meaning no charging hassles and excellent mileage. This move has become a major headache for companies like Tesla, BYD, and Honda, as Toyota has demonstrated that the future can be not just electric, but also smart hybrid. So stay tuned until the end of the video, as you'll learn what new technology Toyota has incorporated into this engine that's garnering so much buzz, and how it's disrupting the entire electric industry. Before continuing in the video, subscribe to the channel to be the first to see such authentic and interesting information. Before learning about that new engine, let's understand Toyota's current position in the global market and how the company got there. Toyota began in 1937 in Toyota City, a small town in Japan, when Kiichiro Toyota dreamed of breaking away from his father's textile machine company and manufacturing cars. At the time, no one imagined that this small company would one day become the world's largest automobile manufacturer. Initially, Toyota produced only a few hundred vehicles, but gradually established its reputation for Japanese engineering, reliable quality, and long-lasting vehicles. In the 1950s and 1960s, when Japan's economy was growing rapidly, Toyota captured the world's attention with its lean production system, a low-cost, high-quality manufacturing technique. Then came the Toyota Corolla, which changed history. This car was so reliable and economical that millions of units have been sold since 1966, and it is known as the world's best-selling car. Now, today, Toyota has become the #1 auto company not only in Japan, but in the entire world. In 2024, Toyota will sell approximately 11.2 million vehicles, compared to approximately 10.6 million in 2023. This means the company has achieved an increase of approximately 600,000 vehicles in just 1 year. This growth is significant because, while other companies were suffering losses in the EV market, Toyota generated stable profits thanks to its hybrid technology and fuel-efficient models. Its highest sales came from models like the Corolla, RAV4, Camry, and Hilux. The Lexus brand also achieved record sales in the luxury segment. Notably, approximately 37% of Toyota's total sales were hybrid vehicles, meaning the company hasn't yet fully entered the EV market, yet it remains at the forefront of profitability. Compared to companies like Tesla, BYD, or Ford, Toyota's business model is considered the most balanced. While other companies grappled with battery and charging network challenges, Toyota gradually adopted a multi-path strategy, continuing to work on petrol, diesel, hybrid, hydrogen, and EV vehicles. This is why it achieved a new profit record in 2024, even as many EV companies sank into losses. Toyota's strength lies not just in its vehicles, but in its thinking. The company never chases trends. It has always understood and adopted technology ahead of time. For example, in 1997, when the world did not even know the name of electric cars properly, Toyota surprised everyone by launching Prius Hybrid. The same Prius is still considered a symbol of hybrid technology. Now in 2025, when all the companies are focusing on EV, Toyota is again going to repeat the same history with its new fifth-generation hybrid engine. If we talk about global market share, Toyota's share is around 10.7%, which is a huge figure for any auto company. Its hold in Japan, America, Europe, and Asia is so strong that 1 out of every 10 cars sold is a Toyota. Fifth-generation hybrid engine. What is its true game-changing technology? Toyota's new fifth-generation hybrid engine is truly a marvel that has captured the attention of the entire auto industry. To understand this, we need to understand in a simple way what makes it so different. Toyota has developed this engine using its dynamic force technology, which is much more powerful and efficient than previous hybrid engines. Its most significant advantage is its thermal efficiency, meaning how efficiently the engine burns fuel and converts it into power. Typically, petrol engines have an efficiency of around 30%, but this new Toyota engine offers a thermal efficiency of approximately 41%, meaning more power and better mileage with less petrol. This is why Toyota claims that this engine can save approximately 12% more fuel than before. Now let's talk about its most unique technology, the Atkinson cycle. The engines in our vehicles typically operate on the Otto cycle, which burns fuel quickly and produces more power, but the downside is that it also consumes more petrol. Toyota has used the Atkinson cycle in this new engine, which burns fuel slowly and extracts its full potential. This significantly reduces fuel consumption, and the engine runs cooler and smoother. This is why this engine can deliver strong performance for longer periods of time, even with less fuel. Next comes its dual injection system, meaning a dual fuel injection system. While typical engines inject fuel from a single source, Toyota has created 2 channels in this system, one inside the cylinder and one at the intake valve. When the engine is running for light work, this system injects less fuel, and when more power is needed, both injections work together. The advantage of this is that neither petrol is wasted, nor the engine is overstressed. This improves both mileage and performance. Now comes the smartest feature of this engine, the electric motor assist system. Think of it as the engine's companion, helping it at all times. When the car starts or moves slowly in traffic, only the electric motor is engaged, meaning no gasoline is burned at that time. As soon as the car needs more speed, the engine starts and provides power in conjunction with the electric motor. This increases the car's speed, but doesn't increase gasoline consumption. And when you brake, that energy is stored back in the battery, which the motor then reuses. This is called regenerative braking. Toyota has made another major improvement to this engine. Its entire structure, the engine body, has been made lighter and more compact. This not only reduces weight, but also keeps the engine cooler, increasing its lifespan. A new cooling system has been installed that distributes heat optimally so the engine doesn't overheat. This ensures smoother running for longer and reduces the need for maintenance. Toyota says they've also incorporated noise and vibration control technology into this engine. Previous hybrid engines often produced a loud noise when starting or switching from electric to petrol mode, but this time, that noise is virtually gone. The driving experience is quieter and smoother than before. Another important aspect is that this engine now performs better in varying temperatures. This means the battery and engine activate quickly even in extremely cold areas and don't overheat even in hot areas. This makes Toyota's hybrid models suitable for driving in all climates and across all countries. Toyota describes this engine as future-ready, as this platform will also be used in future plug-in hybrids and hydrogen hybrid engines. This means Toyota has laid the foundation not just for today, but for years to come. The perfect combination of petrol and electric. Most people fear electric cars because they fear what will happen if the battery runs out along the way. If a charging station isn't nearby, the car will stall mid-travel. This fear is called range fear, and Toyota has completely eliminated it. Toyota's hybrid system doesn't rely on a charging station, instead charging its battery on the go. This means you don't have to worry about charging, no electricity bills, and no need to stop anywhere. Toyota's hybrid car has two cores, a petrol engine and an electric motor. When you start the car or slowly drive in traffic, the car runs solely on the electric motor. No petrol is used at that time. As you accelerate, the engine automatically starts and, along with the motor, powers the car. Now, when you brake or descend a slope, the energy that would otherwise be lost isn't wasted. It's instead deposited back into the battery. This is called regenerative braking. This means your car keeps charging itself while driving. Imagine, while other electric cars take hours to charge, Toyota's hybrid car is ready to go while driving. This is its greatest strength. The biggest weakness of electric cars is that they run solely on electricity. If the charge runs out, the car will stall. But this never happens in Toyota's hybrid car. Even if the battery's charge runs low, the petrol engine automatically starts charging it. This means the car never goes dead, always ready to go. Another major advantage is that you don't need to find a charging station anywhere. In a Toyota hybrid car, you simply fill up with petrol and it does the rest. The petrol continues to provide power, while the electric motor increases mileage. This system works so intelligently that you don't even know when the car is running on electricity or when it's running on petrol. You simply enjoy smooth driving. In terms of cost, hybrid cars prove to be cheaper than electric cars in the long run because they don't require frequent recharging, and their petrol consumption is also significantly lower. While a typical petrol car delivers 15 to 16 kilometers per liter, a Toyota hybrid car can deliver up to 25 kilometers per liter. This means that the amount of petrol you used to use in 2 days can now be used for 4 days. Furthermore, hybrid cars are very reliable. Their batteries are smaller, making them less expensive. Electric cars have large batteries that may need to be replaced every 6 to 8 years, costing lakhs of rupees. However, the battery in a Toyota hybrid car is very durable and never weakens significantly due to the petrol engine. Another major advantage is that hybrid cars have no range fear. Imagine you're going on a long trip. Even if the battery runs out, the petrol engine can take over. And if the petrol runs out, the car can run on electricity alone for a short distance. This system supports you in every situation. That's why it's called the best of both worlds, both power and economy. Toyota has perfected this system over many years. When the company first introduced the Prius hybrid in 1997, people were skeptical about this technology. But today, this same technology has become a part of the daily lives of millions. Now, in the new 2025 engine, it has been made even better. The coordination between the petrol engine and the electric motor is so perfect that the difference is barely noticeable while driving. Toyota's new production strategy. Cheaper and faster manufacturing system Toyota has completely transformed the way it manufactures its vehicles. The company has adopted a new production strategy called the Integrated Powertrain Production System. This means that the engine and electric motor, previously manufactured at different locations, will now be manufactured in one location, on the same line. This system is proving to be a game-changer for Toyota, making vehicles both cheaper and faster to produce. Previously, Toyota's working method was such that the engine factory was located in one location, the electric motor unit in another, and the transmission gear system in a third location. Integrating these components later would have required significant time, money, and resources. But now the company has integrated everything into one facility. This means that the engine, motor, and gearbox will now be manufactured and assembled simultaneously in a single factory. This has reduced production time by approximately 30%. Toyota says this new approach will significantly reduce vehicle manufacturing costs, because now, instead of producing the same part repeatedly, machines will be able to produce parts for multiple models simultaneously. Previously, separate setups were required for the Corolla Hybrid and Camry Hybrid, but now parts for both will be produced on the same line. This will not only save space for Toyota, but also maximize the utilization of its machines. This allows the company to produce more vehicles at a lower cost. Toyota engineers explain that this new line uses a robotic assembly system that works with extreme precision. Where previously it took several hours to assemble an engine, the same task is now completed in a few minutes. This has accelerated production and improved vehicle quality, as every part is now checked with sensors. Another significant advantage is that this system is highly flexible. This means that if Toyota were to manufacture fully electric vehicles instead of hybrid vehicles, the same factory could be used for that purpose, with only a few minor changes to the machinery. This is called future-ready production. This will make it easier for the company to adopt new technologies in the future. Now, let's talk about costs. Toyota estimates that this system will reduce costs by approximately 15% per vehicle. This means the company will be able to sell its hybrid models at a lower price. Previously, hybrid vehicles were expensive because their engines and motors were manufactured in different locations. However, now that both are manufactured in the same location, the cost will be significantly reduced. This is why Toyota is preparing to make hybrid vehicles accessible to the general public. As part of this new strategy, Toyota has launched new production lines in Japan, Thailand, and the United States. The company is also working with its partner Suzuki to adopt this system in India. In the coming years, similar factories will be established in India, where engines and motors will be manufactured in the same location. This could make Toyota cars even more affordable. This move by Toyota is also significant because in today's auto industry, the real competition is price and production speed. Companies like Tesla are now introducing full robotic automation into factories to produce more vehicles in less time. Toyota has also invested heavily in this direction, but its approach is slightly different. It is combining technology with human ingenuity. This means that robots will work where necessary, and humans where precision is required. Impact on the global market. The impact of Toyota's new hybrid engine and its new strategy is no longer limited to Japan or Asia, but is clearly visible across the global market. Auto companies worldwide are rushing towards electric vehicles, but charging issues, battery costs, and the limitations of electric vehicles in colder climates have forced people to reconsider. At this time, Toyota's new hybrid engine has emerged as an alternative that has created a stir in the markets of many countries. In major markets like the US, Europe, and Asia, people are now turning to hybrid cars again. The main reason for this is reliability and convenience. People now want a car that saves petrol and runs on electricity, without having to worry about charging. Toyota's hybrid system provides this convenience. For example, sales of the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and Camry Hybrid in the US have increased by approximately 18% compared to last year. In Europe, demand for hybrid vehicles has also increased rapidly in many countries, such as Germany, France, and Italy. Toyota's advantage lies in its already strong brand image, a company of reliable and durable vehicles. While other companies are experimenting with new electric technologies, Toyota has matured its hybrid technology to the point where it can adapt it to each country. For example, in Europe, where petrol is expensive, Toyota's hybrid models have become a source of savings. In countries like the US, where long journeys are common, people are preferring hybrid cars because they don't have the hassle of charging. This effect is also visible in countries like India and South Asia. Charging stations for electric vehicles are still scarce here, and power supply is not reliable everywhere. In such a situation, Toyota's hybrid cars are the perfect choice for people here. No high costs, no charging worries, and excellent mileage. This is why cars like the Innova Hycross, Camry Hybrid, and Urban Cruiser Hyrider are becoming very popular in India. This strategy of Toyota has now become a headache for other companies as well. Companies like Tesla, which rely solely on electric vehicles, are now having to rethink their strategy. Because if hybrid technology has become so affordable and effective, why would customers buy a car that requires daily charging? This is why companies like Honda, Nissan, Mazda, and even Ford are re-accelerating their hybrid projects. A new trend is emerging in the global market: balanced technology. This means that people are neither completely gasoline-powered nor completely electric-powered. They want a solution that combines both, and that's what Toyota is offering. This shift is impacting not only sales, but also investment in the auto industry. Many countries are also changing their government policies. Previously, where only electric vehicles received tax exemptions, hybrid vehicles are now being granted similar benefits in many places. This move by Toyota has also increased pressure on battery manufacturers. If hybrid cars sell more, the need for large batteries will decrease. This will also impact the demand for metals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which are currently expensive. Which models will have this engine, and how will these cars change? Toyota's new fifth-generation hybrid engine is now set to be installed in several of the company's larger models, making it even more special. In 2025, this engine will be installed in Toyota's global models, such as the Camry, Corolla, RAV4, and Yaris Cross. These are vehicles that have already established themselves as symbols of reliability and durability in many countries around the world. Now, with the new hybrid engine, both their performance and mileage will reach new heights. The company claims that this engine will not only deliver more power, but will also save up to 12% more fuel. This means longer mileage, lower costs, and a reduced environmental impact. Speaking of the Toyota Camry 2025, this model is already renowned as a luxury hybrid car. But now, with the arrival of the new engine, it will experience smoother driving, faster acceleration, and even better fuel efficiency. Speaking of the Corolla Hybrid, this car has been a popular favorite, and now its new hybrid engine will make it even more affordable. The RAV4 Hybrid, a mid-size SUV, will now offer both increased power and mileage, making it even more popular in countries like the US and Europe. The new engine is also a significant development for the Yaris Cross, making this small SUV even lighter, more economical, and more environmentally friendly. As for India, Toyota is preparing to introduce this new technology soon. According to internal company reports, this engine could be installed in models like the Innova Hycross, Urban Cruiser Hyrider, and Corolla Cross. These vehicles have already received a positive response from the public for their hybrid technology, and now, with Toyota's new engine, they could lead the way in both mileage and performance in India. Toyota's goal now is to ensure hybrids aren't limited to high-end cars, but also include them in mid-range and lower-end segments, so that more people can afford them. One thing is clear from this: Toyota isn't just selling cars anymore, but shaping the future. This engine will become Toyota's biggest strength in the coming years, as the company plans to gradually incorporate it into all its models. This means that every vehicle, whether sedan, SUV, or compact car, will become more powerful, affordable, and durable in the future. This is a sign of the future. Toyota is gradually showing the world that there's a smarter path beyond EVs, and that path is hybrids. Now let's discuss its impact, especially on companies that rely solely on electric vehicles, like Tesla and BYD. Both of these companies operate on 100% battery-dependent business models, meaning their entire vehicles run solely on electricity. But now, with electricity becoming more expensive in many countries around the world and charging infrastructure still not fully developed, customer hesitation is gradually increasing. In such a situation, Toyota's hybrid strategy seems more practical and reliable. Another major difference is that companies like Tesla and BYD rely on large batteries, which are very costly. Toyota's hybrid system, on the other hand, uses a smaller battery that charges itself on the go. This means lower production costs for Toyota and significantly lower maintenance costs for customers. This is why people are now wondering, is electric the only future, or is hybrid a more sensible option? Regarding government policies, many countries previously offered tax breaks on EVs to encourage people to buy electric cars. But now the situation is changing. Many governments in Europe and the United States are reducing incentives for EVs, realizing that building charging networks in every country is not easy. Consequently, hybrid vehicles are becoming attractive again, because they can run on both petrol and electricity. Toyota has taken full advantage of this opportunity. It neither rushed into the EV race nor stuck to outdated technology. It chose the middle path, one that's right for now and for the future. That's why companies like Tesla and BYD are now closely watching Toyota's strategy, as the EV market could slow down if people return to hybrids. Environmental impact, lower emissions, higher savings. Toyota's new hybrid engine is not only exceptional in terms of power and mileage, but it is also proving to be very beneficial for the key environment. At a time when the world is grappling with pollution and global warming, Toyota has developed an engine that burns less fuel and emits less smoke. The company claims that this engine now outperforms even stringent emission standards like Euro 6. Simply put, while conventional petrol engines emit more smoke, this new hybrid engine pollutes the air less and puts a much lower burden on the environment. Toyota engineers have specifically designed this engine to burn petrol completely and extract maximum power from it. This means that not only is petrol wasted less, but the release of unburned fuel, which causes pollution, is also significantly reduced. This is why its emissions are approximately 30% lower than conventional engines. Additionally, the electric motor can sometimes replace the engine to power the vehicle. For example, when the car is moving slowly in traffic, the petrol engine is shut off, and the car runs solely on the motor. During this time, no smoke or carbon is emitted, making it completely pollution-free. Toyota claims that this engine is as clean as an electric vehicle, but its unique feature is that its manufacturing produces approximately 50% less carbon than an electric vehicle. This means that while manufacturing an electric car causes significant pollution due to batteries and heavy materials, Toyota's hybrid engine causes half the environmental damage. Therefore, it is being called an eco-balanced solution, a solution that is neither entirely dependent on petrol nor entirely on electricity, but maintains a balance between the two. In addition, Toyota has used recyclable materials in this engine. The company stated that approximately 80% of the engine's components are made from recyclable materials. This not only reduces production waste, but also reduces pollution from dismantling old engines. Another notable feature is that Toyota's new vehicles come with a silent start feature. This means that when the vehicle starts, the electric motor, not the engine, engages. This also reduces noise pollution. This technology will make a significant difference in cities where millions of vehicles start simultaneously every day. Toyota's move is also significant because many countries have enacted stricter regulations to control pollution in the coming years. Countries like Europe and Japan plan to ban old petrol engine vehicles after 2030. However, if an engine is cleaner than these, it will obviously last longer. Toyota has worked in this direction. It has created an engine that can meet future environmental regulations. And yes, subscribe to the channel to watch such videos, so that you get such true and interesting information first.